Cities are open for all. Indian Minister of Foreign Affairs requests their citizens to visit Sri Lanka. Shashindra Rajapaksa is sworn in as the State Minister of Water Supply. Sanath Fonseca expresses his objection for Dayarat Nayaka joining with the SJB. Imran Khan and his wife sentenced to 14 years of imprisonment. On to those and other stories in detail now, and starting off with the top story. President Ranil Wickremesinghe emphasized that the foundation of a nation's economy lies in fostering an enlightening and cultural society.
He made these remarks during the inauguration of the new building complex at the Kelaniya University Postgraduate Institute of Pali and Buddhist Studies this morning. The President underscored Sri Lanka's pivotal role as the heart of the Theravada Buddhism, expressing the nation's duty to delve deeper into Dharma and share its wisdom globally. Highlighting plans for the future, he announced the intention to establish a research institute dedicated to Theravada Buddhism, recognizing the potential of such institutions to propagate the teachings and strengthen ties between Buddhist nations. In addressing the evolving technological landscape, President Ranil Wickremesinghe affirmed the commitment to enhance Sri Lanka's education system in line with the demands of the digital age. He further revealed plans to introduce artificial intelligence courses across all universities. The President also said that he is ready to provide the land and government support to build a student hostel at the Postgraduate Institute of Pali and Buddhist Studies as requested by the students. As a gesture of gratitude, President Ranil Wickremesinghe presented commemorative gifts to foreign donors who contributed to the construction of the new building complex.
University students and academic staff expressed their satisfaction for the presence of President in the university premises. President Ranil Wickremesinghe said that the teachings of Buddha, crucial for navigating life's challenges, hold immense importance. This institute has the potential to deliver into these teachings deeply and disseminate them globally. Nearly 50 years have passed since the institution's inception, marking a milestone. In tandem with the technological advancement, we aim to create an environment that allows technology to explore Buddhist teachings. Artificial intelligence plays a vital role in this endeavor. Collaborating with the Minister of Education, we are actively pursuing the introduction of artificial intelligence courses in every university. The rapid evolution of the technology demands a responsive education system, and we aspire to fortify Sri Lanka's educational landscape accordingly. Recognizing that the country's progress is intricately linked to the knowledge and a cultured society, we remain committed to strengthening the education system to meet the demands of the technological era and ultimately contributing to the blossomings of the nation's economy.
Director, Postgraduate Institute of Pali and Buddhist Studies, University of Kelaniya, Senior Professor Venerable Madhavachiya Dhammajoti Thera said that the President Ranil Wickremesinghe, during his tenure as the Minister of Education, made significant strides in the field by initiating the establishment of colleges. Professor of the Department of Buddhist Thought, Venerable Raluwe Padmasiri Thera said that it is emphasized that leaders and politicians should have the opportunity to pursue admission to a university, as universities are not confined spaces. Postgraduate student at the Pali and Buddhist Postgraduate Institute, Venerable Pasaramulle Dayavansathera, said that the inauguration of the Pali and Buddhist Postgraduate Institute marks a significant stride towards elevating Buddhist education to an international standard. Chairman of the University Grants Commission, Senior Professor Sampath Amaratunga, said that despite recent tensions around the University of Kelaniya, today's atmosphere is remarkably peaceful. The execution of this endeavour has been exceptionally well done. Notably, President Ranil Wickremesinghe is a product of a national university system. Senior Assistant Registrar L.S. Sumit Jayasekara said that as a leader with a wealth of knowledge, he has consistently shown dedication to the education of the country's children over the years.
Indian Foreign Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar requests the Indian people to select Sri Lanka as their destination for future foreign tours. He informed the Indian people to visit Sri Lanka and meet Sri Lankan people and experience their mutual attitudes towards India. Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar expressed very positive ideas regarding Sri Lanka and its people in response to a query raised in a forum of discussion in New Delhi recently.
My first advice to you would be, the next time you want to take a holiday, go to Sri Lanka. You know, I'm serious. Please go to Sri Lanka. I say this to all of you. Mix with the normal person in Sri Lanka and ask them, what do you think about India? And I can tell you, you will feel yourself grow with that answer. That for the average Sri Lankan, when the world had turned its back on Sri Lanka, when they could not get, you know, I have myself been in Colombo, and there was a petrol shortage. People were pushing their cars to the petrol bunk to get petrol and fuel up, and there were queues of kilometers doing this. The country was running out of food. It couldn't get essential commodities. Now, at a time when the rest of the world turned its back on Sri Lanka, the only country which came forward, and came forward not in a small way, we actually committed $4.5 billion to Sri Lanka. And that IMF package was less than $3 billion. So what we did immediately, quickly, efficiently was 50% bigger than what the IMF did.
Minister Manusha Nayakara says that this moment is the last chance to serve the people in the country. The only leader who has the capacity of such caliber is President Ranil Wickremesinghe. The minister made these comments at a ceremony held in Anuradhapura today. The inaugural ceremony of a series of mobile services organized by the Ministry of Labour and Foreign Employment under the title of Jayagamu Sri Lanka was held at the Salgadu grounds in Anuradhapura today under the patronage of Minister Manusha Nayakara. People were enlightened on many areas, including vocational training opportunities to obtain foreign employments. A large crowd, including both representatives from ruling party and opposition, attended the event. Minister Manusha Nayakara said that some political parties did not accept the challenge in facing the economic crisis and bankruptcy of the country at that period. Now the President has been able to change the economic situation in the country and steer it forward. It is a positive trait of the President to face any challenge in serious situations in the country. Now it is time to save the entire community of the country. Therefore, all should get together and help the President to continue this endeavour. Shashindra Rajapaksa has been appointed as the State Minister of Water Supply by President Ranil Wickremesinghe. Shashindra Rajapaksa is also the State Minister of Irrigation. He was sworn in the new post of State Minister before President Ranil Wickremesinghe at the Presidential Secretariat. President's Secretary Saman Ekanayake was also present at this occasion. New State Minister Shashindra Rajapaksa assumed his duties at the ministry premises in Battaramulla. Minister Jeevan Tondaman, Secretary to the Ministry, A.C.M. Nafid, and many others were present at this occasion. Later, the State Minister expressed his views regarding the water bills. State Minister Shashindra Rajapaksa said that the government is considering whether a concession can be given to the consumers. Following a discussion with the officials after comparing the cost of a unit of water and a relief for the public will be considered.
SJB parliamentarian Field Marshal Sarath Fonseca has expressed strong protest against offering membership of the SJB to General Daya Ratnayaka. He expressed his views regarding this matter at a press briefing today. SJB parliamentarian Field Marshal Sarath Fonseca said that it is very loathsome to have such a person in the same entity. He said that he is unable to sit in the same stage with him. Therefore, there should be strong policies in a political party. Membership could be given to decent and respectable individuals. Field Marshal Sarath Fonseca further said that Harsha De Silva, Eran Vikramaratne, Kabir Hashim and some others are also not satisfied with such decisions. Taking arbitrary decisions is not good for the well-being of a political party. party. This can be also considered as a conspiracy. He pointed out that when he was in the same party with the president, he did not face such crisis situation. Sarath Fonseca stresses that the drastic decision would be taken if this matter will not be reversed.
A ceremony was held at the National Film Corporation Hall yesterday to mark the 77th anniversary of the Sri Lankan cinema industry and the 52nd anniversary of the National Film Corporation. The ceremony was held under the patronage of Minister Dr. Bandula Gunawardena. A floral tribute was made to the photograph of the founder of the National Film Corporation, late Prime Minister Sirimavo Bandaranayake. The special edition of the periodical of the Film Corporation was also released and presented to the minister at this moment. The minister also officially distributed pension allowances for 10 artists, launching a pension program for film artists. Chairman of the National Film Corporation, Attorney at Law Deepal Chandraratne, and many others were present at this occasion. Minister Dr. Bandula Gunawardena said that as the subject minister, he has special interest in developing the industry. A draft bill has been prepared entertaining views of the experts in this sector for the enhancement of Sri Lankan film industry. It will be further developed using international standards. The relevant bill will be passed in Parliament to uplift the dignity of all creative artists.
And meanwhile, in a major step towards resolving land ownership issues for over 2 million Sri Lankans, the Urume program will be officially launched on the 5th of February in Tambulla.
Highlighting the program's aim to provide permanent land ownership solutions, tourism, lands and sports and youth affairs ministry said that over 10,000 land licenses currently holding Ranbhumi, Jayabhumi and Swarnabhumi licenses will be among the first beneficiaries of this program. These licenses will be converted into freehold deeds, granting them full ownership of their land. This move is expected to significantly improve the lives and livelihoods of millions currently struggling with land ownership uncertainties. The Urumeya initiative represents a commitment to addressing long-standing land issues and empowering citizens with the security and freedom that comes with land ownership. The February 5th launch marks the beginning of a new chapter for many Sri Lankans, offering them a brighter future rooted in secure land ownership. A media briefing was held at the Government Information Department to inform the media regarding the preparations for the 76th Independence Day celebrations.
A number of guests, including heads of security divisions, were present at this briefing. Secretary to the Ministry of Defence, retired Major General Kamal Gunaratne, said that the Independence Day Parade has been jointly organised by the Ministries of Defence and Public Administration. All arrangements have already been finalised for this purpose. The three armed forces, Police, Civil Defence Force and the National Cadet Corps do not spend additional costs for this purpose. Maximum efforts have been made to use the fund-sparing manner for these organisational activities. The armed forces are ready to perform the Independence Day Parade.
අපි දරන්නේ නැහැ මේ සඳහා. නමුත් අභිමානවත් අයුරින් මේ පළපාලිය වෙනද වගේම ඉදිරිපත් කරන්න අවශ්‍ය සියලු කටයුතු සූදානම් කළා. දැන් පුහුණු වීම මේ වෙලාවේ පැවැත්වෙනවා.
Acting IGP Deshabandhu Tennakon said that the Golf Road from Golfways roundabout to the NSW roundabout up to the Presidential Secretariat will be closed from 12 p.m. of the 3rd of February to 12 a.m. of the following day. The Golfways Green will also remain closed for the general public from the 3rd of February to the following day until the end of the celebrations. A special traffic plan is underway within the Colombo city. Security has been confirmed in the Colombo city, preventing any reckless activity by the public during this period in the city.
National Dengue Control Unit says that the responsibility of keeping the school premises clean is placed on the principal, teaching staff and the parents as the new school term commences on the 5th of next month. Director of the unit, consultant Dr. Sudath Samaravira, said that it is very much important to control the menace.
Bingo! වගකීම අපේ අරමුණයි. ජාතික රූපවාහිනිය සමග මෝටින්. ඩෙන්ගු නැති හැටක්.
Director of the National Dengue Control Unit, Consultant Dr. Sudat Samaravida, said that it is the responsibility of the principal, teaching staff, parents, villagers and health officials in the respective areas to start cleaning programs within school premises before the commencement of the new school term. School premises should be made clear of possible mosquito breeding places.
Dengo වගකීම අපේ අරමුණයි. ජාතික රූපවාහිනිය සමග මෝටින්. ඩෙන්ගු නැති හෙටක්.
Accidents along the expressway has increased since the beginning of this year compared to the same period last year. At a media briefing held yesterday, Sri Lanka Medical Association stated that about 2,000 persons have lost their lives due to road accidents during the last year. Road accidents have claimed 2,022 lives during the last year. According to the Sri Lanka Medical Association, fourfold amount of persons have injured critically due to road accidents. During the last year, 6 deaths occurred by road accidents along the expressway. However, in this year, within the first months, only 6 persons have lost their lives in such accidents. Secretary and the convener of Intellectual Committee on Prevention of Road Accidents, Dr. Ruwan Tushara Metuvalage, said that even amidst the severe financial crisis in the country needs about 350 to 400 billion rupees annually for health facilities. Due to road accidents, country loses further 730 billion rupees. The country is not capable of affording such a loss. Therefore, measures should be taken to minimize the road accidents. There is a question before us: why road accidents increase along the expressway so rapidly? Assistant Commissioner Technical of Department of Motor Traffic Sujeeva Tennakon said that motorists do not properly feel the high speed when driving along the expressways. When driving higher than 100 km per hour, the vehicles cannot be controlled immediately. A vehicle usually moves 16 meters per second along the expressway. Cabinet spokesman Minister Dr. Bandula Gunawardena says that the relevant gas notification, which is included with the new rules and regulations targeting the safety of lives of the commuters of expressways, will be released within 2 weeks. Minister Dr. Bandula Gunawardena said that the government expects to implement a special program to save the victims immediately in a road accident. Usually, media carries an idea that the road rules are not equally applicable to VIPs and general public. Police always try to control people who violate traffic rules by imposing spot fines. A gas notification will be issued within a minimum period of expressways in order to control the road accidents.
Former Pakistani Prime Minister Imran Khan and his wife Bushra Bibi have been jailed for 14 years. The two sentences come just a week before Pakistan is due to hold an election in which he is barred from standing. Khan, who was ousted as Prime Minister by his opponent in 2022, is already serving a 3-year jail term for corruption. He has said the numerous cases against him are politically motivated. Today's court case revolved around accusations over state gifts that he and his wife received while in office, while Tuesday's case, for which he was sentenced to 10 years for leaking classified state documents. It is thought the two sentences will run concurrently, although that has not been confirmed. The court has also ordered the couple to pay a fine of about $5.3 million. Khan's Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf party also said that the sentencing further bans their leader from future political work.
And meanwhile, analysis says that this is a retaliation for the Hamas attacks on the 7th of October. Detailed before and after imagery also shows how the bombardment of southern and central Gaza has intensified since the start of December, with the city of Khan Yunis bearing much of the burnt of Israel military action across Gaza. Residential areas have been left ruined, previously busy shopping streets reduced to rubble, universities destroyed and farmlands churned up, with the 10 cities sprinkling up the southern border to house many thousands of people left homeless. According to UN, about 1.7 million people, which is more than 80% of Gaza's population, have been displaced, with nearly half crammed in far southern end of the Strip. The analysis suggests between 144,000 and 175,000 buildings across the whole Gaza Strip have been damaged or destroyed. That's between 50% and 61% of Gaza's buildings.
In the meantime, Malaysia's Sultan Ibrahim from the southern state of Johor was installed as the country's 17th king today, taking the oath of office in a ceremony at the National Palace in Kuala Lumpur. The monarchy plays a mostly ceremonial role in Malaysia, but its influence opens new tab has grown in recent years, prompting the king to wield rarely used discretionary powers to quell political instability. Sultan Ibrahim, aged 65, succeeds Al-Sultan Abdullah Sultan Ahmad Shah, who is returning to lead his home state, Pahang, after completing his 5-year tenure as king. While the monarchy is largely seen as about politics, Sultan Ibrahim has been noted for his forthrightness and outside personality, often weighing in on the country's political issues. Known for his large collection of luxury cars and motorbikes, Sultan Ibrahim has wide-ranging business interests from real estate to mining, including a stake in Forest City, a $100 billion China-backed land reclamation and development project of Johor.
Kutumi, Pantamai.
And we now move on to sports news. The 16-member test squad against Afghanistan was announced today.
The only test between the two teams will be played from the 2nd of February at the SSC grounds in Colombo. New test captain of Sri Lanka is Dhananjay De Silva. Kosal Mendes, the vice captain, Dimut Karunaratne, Nishan Madhuka, Angelo Matthews, Dinesh Chandimal, Sadira Samaravikrama, Ramesh Mendes are among the test squad. The other members are Vishwa Fernando, Kasun Rajitha, Kamidu Mendes and Prabhat Jayasuriya. In addition, uncapable Lahiru Udavara, Charmika Gunasekara and Bilan Ratnayaka have also been included in the Sri Lankan pool. Meanwhile, the Afghanistan team arrived at the island last night for a cricket tour with Sri Lanka. After the only test match, Afghanistan team will play 3 ODIs that are scheduled from play to Impalakalek International Cricket Stadium on the 9th, 11th and 14th of the next month. After the ODI series, 3 matches T20 series will begin at the Dambul International Cricket Stadium. The Afghanistan team has played 7 test matches so far and won 3. The last test match has played against Bangladesh in last June ended up in a defeat. Players of the both teams today engaged in practices prior to the test match. And meanwhile, the Sri Lankan under-19 team lost the first match they faced in the Super 6 round of the under-19 World Cup cricket tournament.
The West Indies under-19 team won the match by 3 wickets. The tournament is being played in South Africa. Batting first, Sri Lanka scored 230 runs. 3 runs, Marsha Tharupati scored 42 runs. Raneko O'Smith claimed 4 Sri Lankan wickets. In reply, West Indies passed the victory target in 49.3 overs. T.U. Wedderburn scored 61 runs. Dinura Kalupahana, Vishwa Lahiru and Sinet Jayawardene claimed 2 wickets each. Sri Lanka will meet South Africa on the 2nd of next month under the Super 6 round.
And they've looked at Prima Kutumi, Pantamai.
With that cricketing update, we're going to wrap up tonight's news. I'm Charita signing off with Sharifa. Stay safe.
Good night.